Yo! What is going on, YouTube? I'm your host, Biscuits, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be customizing the Vapid Dominator GTX. This vehicle is primarily based off a 2018 Mustang GT. If you would like to pick up the Vapid Dominator GTX for yourself, it can be purchased from Southern San Andreas Super Autos for $725,000. Alright, so starting off with the armor and the brakes. For the front bumpers, we have primary, secondary, carbon, and sticker bomb. Let's go with the carbon front lip. For the engine brace bar, we'll go ahead and go with the lightweight racing strut brace. For the engine, we'll go all the way up on that. For the exhaust, got rally exhaust, we got carbon rally, dual big bore, carbon dual big bore. Twin carbon tip exhaust. Got the twin aluminum, twin titanium, twin carbon novelty exhaust, twin aluminum novelty, and titanium novelty. Man, I don't really like any of these exhausts. That's very unfortunate. So the only... I do want to get that aftermarket exhaust note, so with that being said, let's go with the twin carbon tip exhaust. That is going to be the best option we got. So, onto the fenders, we can throw on a half-ass wide body, as I like to call them. Yeah, Not going with the fenders, those look pretty dumb. If there was a way to add wheels that would stick out and have a little bit of poke so it looks flush with the fenders, then that would be a different story, but that is not the case. So moving on to the grille. Get the Roadster, we got Carbon Roadster, Tuner, Carbon Tuner, Sports, Chrome Sports, the Shark Grill, Carbon Shark, Grinder Grill, and the Carbon Grinder. So let's go with the Sports Grill. That is looking pretty clean. Onto the hood, looks like we got 16 different options. We got the striped hood, secondary, the carbon sticker bomb, intake, carbon intake, bulkhead hood. That looks pretty nice. Carbon bulkhead, vented hood scoop. Not too bad looking. It kind of looks like a hood scoop on like the Shelby like Super Snake. Carbon vented, performance, carbon performance, rally spec, carbon rally spec, and the vanity hood. And of course a carbon vanity. Alright, so I like the bulkhead hood. I think that is the cleanest. It definitely has some Mustang vibes going on. So we're going to go with that. Horn, that's fine. Headlights, those look good as is. Mudguards, no. I don't know why you'd put mudguards in the Mustang. I guess if you're doing like a rally build, then maybe it would make sense to do the mudguards, but yeah, not for me. Let's go custom biscuits plate for the license plate on there. For the rear panel, we can do secondary rear, carbon, or blacked. I like it as it is, so we'll just go ahead and leave that. stock for now. Respray, let's come back to that very last. Onto the roof. So we have the striped or stripped roof. I'm not sure which one it is. The secondary roof, carbon. Sports roof. Okay, so it adds a couple vents to the back there. That's kind of interesting. The racing roof. Performance. Okay, that's kind of nice looking. Get the secondary performance, carbon performance, race events. Get the carbon race. Get the Mark 1 roof scoop, Mark 1 carbon roof scoop, Mark 2 roof scoop. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. Mark 2 carbon roof scoop, vortex generators. Secondary vortex, carbon vortex, and some sticker bomb vortex. Alright, let's go with the performance roof. I think that looks the best, complements the body lines. So on to the side skirts. Got extended, we got secondary extended, carbon extended, sticker bomb, street skirt, secondary street skirt, carbon street, sticker bomb, Mark 1 ram bar. It's a very interesting look for a side skirt. Mark 2 ram bar. So that's if you were doing like a rally build, I guess, which I don't know why you would do a Mustang rally build. It's a rear-wheel drive muscle car. Probably one of the worst platforms to build a rally car on, but you know what? You do you. Let's go with the carbon extended skirt. I think that complements the front lip. Onto the spoiler. Alright, so we got 17 different options here. We got the GT spoiler, secondary GT, carbon GT, the sports spoiler, secondary sports, carbon sports, Aerodyne fin. That looks interesting to say the least. Carbon Aerodyne, we get the drag spoiler, secondary drag, carbon drag, dovetail spoiler. So that's interesting. Instead of giving a ducktail option, they only give a dovetail option. So you can put a lip on the roof of the car instead of the actual spoiler where it'd be. I don't understand that. It's doesn't really make sense to me. Same thing, carbon dovetail, secondary dovetail. Chrome garage spoiler. Okay, chrome garage spoiler. Wow. As well as the garage spoiler. So, yep. So the two mounts, the braces, as you can see, they're chrome. They turn black if you go for the garage. So, the only logical option is going to have to be the sports spoiler. So that is looking pretty nice. It is starting to... This car is starting to come along and definitely look like a Mustang. For the suspension, we're going to drop this thing all the way down. Now it's slammed, tucking some tread on the tire. Yes, 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 that is looking great. Onto the transmission, we're going race, of course, and we definitely want a turbo. I wish Rockstar would give the option to do either supercharger or turbo. Maybe in GTA 6 we'll get lucky and that will be an option, but for now we pretty much have to do turbos. A supercharger would be a much better option for this platform, as well as being able to hear a supercharger whine. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be like a dream come true. So I don't have hopes for any of that in GTA Online, but like I said, maybe GTA 6 will get an option. We will have to wait and see. For the windows, let's go ahead and black them out. There was nothing that special in the interior that I would want to have people being able to see in and see that interior. So with that being said, we'll go limo. So we just need to do the wheels and then the respray. So let's see if we can find something. Alright, so I really like the look of this Forged 5. My only complaint is the chrome lip. I'm not crazy about the chrome lip, but you know what? These wheels look so good on this car. We're going to have to throw them on. Alright, as far as the wheel color, I'm not really sure what we're going to go with yet. So let's leave that as is for now. We definitely want to go ahead and do bulletproof tires. Alright, so let's just figure out a respray color for this baby. So this black steel just caught my eye. It is a metallic, and I think it looks pretty good on this Ford Mustang. So let's go with the black steel. For the secondary, let's just go ahead and go classic black. And for the primary, I wonder if we can do a pearlescent. Let's see if we can throw something on. This gasoline green for a pearlescent looks really unique. I think I want to go with that. I want to try something just a little bit different here for this build. Alright, let's double check the wheels and make sure we are content with that color. Yeah, I really like how the alloy looks, so let's throw the alloy color on there. Alright, so that is everything, so let's go ahead and get this thing outside and we can do a sound test, first person walk around, and some first driving impressions. Alright guys, we got the Dominator GTX outside in the sunlight. The paint job is absolutely stunning. I love this like green pearlescent we went with, looks super sick. The carbon lip is a very nice addition. I really like the wheel choice we went with. It is a little bit too much chrome for my taste, but it still looks pretty good. So I am pretty happy with how that came out. Pearlescent pops in the sunlight, that just looks so good. Muffler. The mufflers on the exhaust look pretty bad. I might have to go back and change that, but the only other option was stock, and you're missing out on half of the sound of the exhaust note if you keep the stock exhaust on, so that is why I did that. So I might go back and change that after this video, we'll see. The taillights are the only part of the Dominator GTX that I don't really care for. They look off. And not only that, they could look kind of dumb. I don't know. I don't really feel like that is a good look for this. But other than that, I think this thing looks super clean. I love the spoiler we went with. Definitely screams Mustang. So let's go ahead and take a closer look underneath the hood. There is the engine. It is nice that Rockstar is adding some more details into the more modern cars they have recently added to GTA Online. So here's the interior. It looks like nothing special. Trunk as well, nothing special. And I will say that it's a very small trunk. You're not fitting very many groceries in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that sound test. Nice. Yep, sounds good. Sounds like a muscle car. And this is very obviously in the muscle car class. So, seeing that it is a muscle car, you can do wheelies. Man, look at that beautiful paint. I'm really happy with the paint job we went with on this thing. The acceleration and the top speed, they're pretty weak sauce, unfortunately. It's kind of a disappointment. I mean, even with this thing fully maxed out, like, I mean, it's engine all the way up, turbo, transmission, everything, and it's still kind of slow. So that is unfortunate as far as the top speed and acceleration goes. Now the handling on the other hand seems pretty good. I mean, it's sticking to the road. It's not really wanting to spin out all that much. So the handling is actually very good for this car. I am surprised because, I mean, this thing is a Mustang, and Mustangs are known to be crowd killers. Got a little bit drifty on the turn there. You know, I think the reason the handling is so great on this thing is because it doesn't go fast enough to get out of control. Not bad. Not bad as far as handling goes. I really like how this thing is sitting. The stance on this thing is just like perfect. Some may argue that this thing is too low, but I think it looks amazing. I think it looks really good. So I'm willing to bet this thing is going to be rear wheel drive, but let's do a quick drive train test and confirm that. Yep, rear wheel drive. Who would have thought, right? Alrighty guys, well that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Overall, the Dominator GTX is an okay muscle car in GTA Online. The performance was pretty forgettable. It was nothing to write home about. However, I did enjoy customizing it. And for $725,000, it's not a bad price. I think the price about reflects the performance of this thing. So if you guys are a big Ford Mustang fan, muscle car fan, anything like that, then yes, I would definitely recommend the Dominator GTX. Definitely a very good-looking muscle car in GTA Online. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please drop a like. Also, if you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.